Welcome back here to Jackson High School. Mark Ockett, Nate Tepp. Our in-studio producer is Brandon Hamilton. Our officials, Romeo Escalona, Mo Khan, and Jeff McClellan. Fox Sports 1380 High School Basketball, our first of 4 games this week. Girl, boy, that's how it's going, and we'll tell you about all those coming up. But, God, it's fun. It's like when we opened last season, we had 4 games in 4 days, and I just love how it works out like that, Nate. It's can't get tired of this.
Fun for us, but I have a feeling these teams are getting a little bit tired.
Yeah. So it will be Jackson ball to start the second quarter. They lead 18-8. Thanks for being with us. Kelli Kingma with the basketball, picked up by Jacobsen. Now she goes kind of for an alley-oop pass, looking for Faithaleen Lopez-Flores, and that one's just going to go out of bounds. A bit high that time.
It would have worked if her name was Faithaleen Minute Ball.
That's correct. So true. Lake Stevens to inbound. Some pressure put on by Jackson as Jacobsen, who's been handling the ball more of late, will bring it out of back court. We saw Fifield, the ball handler, a lot in that first quarter, but Jacobsen now goes to Callie Long up high. Over on the right side finds Reichert. Reichert shut off. Good D right there by Sierra Anderson. Goes inside looking for Callie Long. That comes off her fingertips, and it's just picked off by Locknane to Kingma into front court. Right side, Faithaleen Lopez-Flores with a fake. Now to Kingma. Three-point jumper off the back of the rim. And coming in tight, trying to get the rebound was Locknane. She banged into a Lake Stevens player. That's who the foul should be on Locknane. It is. First foul on her, third team foul. 7:22 left in the second quarter, and it is 18-8. Jackson by 10.
You know, and if you're Lake Stevens, this Jackson ball pressure is certainly suffocating you so far, but you're better dribblers than you're exhibiting so far. And if you can just be a little bit more confident and not let Jackson just take the ball from you, exactly how we see here, although she did miss the shot there, but the good putback by Lake Stevens.
Kelly Long missed the shot. It was Marissa Walton with the follow. Makes it 18-10. Kingma jumper, foul line, no. Rebound by Lake Stevens. That is Cacie Reichert. Now she'll deliver it to Callie Long. Long's going to bring it out of back court. Goes down right under the basket. Finds Walton laying good. Oh, nice vision that time. Gets her underneath, and it's a 6-point game. They've trimmed 6 off that 12-point lead for Jackson. Kingma gets the pass over on the left side. Good defense by Jacobsen. Back up top to Sierra Anderson. Now there's Kingma. Wide open jumper. Good. 3-pointer. Kelli Kingma with 11, Nate, and she's getting close to her average of 16.
And as a defender, you got to recognize Kelli Kingma is one player that you can't help off of. I'd rather take a contested drive than leave Kelli Kingma wide open for a 3.
Pull-up jumper, Callie Long, 2 points from about 15 on the left side. She's got 6, her first 2 of the quarter. Faithaleen Lopez-Flores drives in, puts one high off the glass, but she was fouled in the process, so Faithaleen will have 2 shots. And the foul is going to be against Reichert. Cacie Reichert, her first, and that is the 5th team foul against Lake Stevens. Lopez-Flores with 3 points. She hit a 3-ball in the first quarter. Goes to the line with 2 shots. Into the game for Lake Stevens, Kristen Glick, the freshman who started, saw a lot of minutes in that first quarter, replaces Fifield.
And speaking of Lake Stevens, I got word that we have former All-World Mrs. Basketball, mayor of Lake Stevens, freshman at Boise State, Brooke Pawakoa, listening to us tonight.
Oh, she's listening. Well, hello to Brooke Pawakoa. So often loved listening or watching her play, and her sister Brittany. So go Broncos over there. Hey, hello, Brooke.
And we're not allowed to root in this game, so we can root for Boise State, but we can't root for Lake Stevens.
But we can say hi to her over there, so glad to hear that she is listening and on the stream. So there you go. All right, so we have with the basketball, that is Ivy Jacobsen now coming into front court. Right baseline, drives in, one-on-one move all the way, almost made that all work, but instead misses on the shot, doesn't quite close it, and there's a push-off as Kelli Kingma was going for the rebound, and the foul is going to be on Ivy. That's going to be her second 6-team foul.
Lake Stevens certainly has the ability to stay in this game, but they've really just got to figure out a way to not get rattled that there's this Jackson ball pressure here. It's really taking them out of their game, and when they're able to stay composed, they're able to get some things done on offense.
Kelli Kingma with another 3-ball. She's hit 3 in the game, 14 points, and it is 26-14, back to a 12-point lead for the Jackson Timberwolves. 5:22 to go here in the second quarter. Jacobsen coming out of backcourt, picked up by Clinton. Now goes with the pass right side, Reichert. Reichert loses the ball, It's loose on the floor. Going to have a jump ball coming up. Sierra Anderson tied her up. The arrow will give it and keep it with Lake Stevens.
And, you know, Lake Stevens has done a pretty good job so far defensively. A lot of the Jackson points have come off turnovers, and that's not necessarily a fault of your defense, but 2 of the last 3 possessions they've helped off of Kingma and left her wide open for 3, and you should know that's one play, if you're guarding, you can't help off of her.
Inbound pass, Jacobsen finds Kelli Long with the basketball, goes inside too far, looking for Walton, and it's picked off by Sierra Anderson. Long pass to Clinton. Clinton under the basket, goes right side, Kingma, 3-ball, yes! Wow, Kelli Kingma is 3 for 3 and 3-pointers. That spells a lot of Division I right there. She's going to be playing for the Huskies. And Kelli now has 9 points in the quarter, and she has 17 in the game, and she's hit 4 3-balls overall. Timeout on the floor. We'll take a timeout as well. 4:57 left to go here in the second quarter. Our score, Jackson 29 and Lake Stevens 14. Did Brooke text you herself?
Twitter.
Oh, it's on Twitter. Cool.
Yeah,
Did you say hi to her from?
No, I just said if you want to watch them, tune on in.
And so she said she's doing it? Cool. And cool to have our friends on stspn.com too.
We got your logo up on the screen.
We go live once again, and play-by-play action. It's Ivy Jacobsen. Passes over on the left side, Kelli Long. To the right wing she goes. Kristen Glick back up top, Jacobsen. 3-pointer off the right side of the rim. And a new player in, Emily Kipp for Jackson. Gets the rebound. Outlet pass goes to Kelli Kingma. Blasting hard up into front court. Pull-up jumper comes off the rim. Rebound by Clinton. Clinton backs it out. Now passes to Kingma. Nearly intercepted as there was Jacobsen who got a hand on it, but it went off Kingma to end things, and therefore it will be a Lake Stevens ball. A 15-point lead for Jackson is their biggest of the game. Coming back in is Emily Vandegrift. She'll replace Marissa Walton, and Cassidy Fifield will give Ivy Jacobsen a breather on the bench, and Ivy's played very hard in this first half.
And with that miss on the offensive end there by Kingma, she proves, at least for a moment in time, that she is still human.
That's right. She's hit 3 3-pointers in this quarter. With the ball in front court, Vandegrift passes cross court. Oh, there's Kingma with the long arms. Picks it off. Bounce pass. Sierra Anderson lay in. No, not going to connect. Right there, the trailer. Vandegrift pulls off the rebound. They come into front court. Kelli Long drives in. Left-handed lay-in. Good. Actually, that was a right-handed lay-in. Nice move by Kelli Long. She's showing some grace out there. Has 4 points in the quarter, 8 in the game. It's 29-16. 4 minutes exactly in a very fast-paced game here at Jackson High School. Second quarter action. Kingma loses the ball. It's picked up on the floor by Vandegrift. Vandegrift now goes over on the left side. Kelli Long finds Glick. Glick will slow it down a little bit. Looking over on the left, she finds Fifield. Fifield picked up by Anderson. Goes down low. Vandegrift lay in left side. Good. Had to use a little board and rim that time, and it's 29-18, so they go on a little 4-point run. Bounce pass down low from Sierra Anderson to Emily Boyd. Boyd drops it in. Nobody on her.
Yeah, and sometimes you're so concerned with the three-point shooting at Jackson, focused on the perimeter, that you forget to look at the interior, and that's exactly what happened there, as Boyd was able to slip in wide open, uncontested.
Lake Stevens with the basketball between the circles. Reichert on the left wing finds Vandegrift. They go as picked off by Emily Boyd. Sierra Anderson finds Kingma. Left side baseline jumper. Air ball over the top. Glick with the rebound. Picked up by two Jackson players, Anderson and Clinton. They work it around right side with the basketball. Reichert shut off. Good defense by Lake Stevens, or by Jackson. Glick over on the left to Fifield. Fifield misses the shot, and it is going to be rebounded by Sierra Anderson. Into front court, Kingma. Kingma with a bounce pass right side. Clinton can't hold on to it. Loses the handle. There's Emily Boyd getting a tie-up and jump ball. That's going to be staying with the Jackson Timberwolves.
And if you're Lake Stevens, you got to figure out a way to somehow change the tempo of this game. You're not going to be able to do it for the whole game, but for at least 3 or 4 minutes, you got to figure out a way for both teams to play that half-court inside-out tempo that they were able to hang with it early on, but so far not figuring out a way to slow down Jackson. I think it starts with Kingma. If you can slow her down, see if the other pieces are working, and then start your offense defensively.
Kingma gets the ball off a pass from Anderson. A handoff, really misses a long 3 ball. Anderson gets the rebound to Clinton. Clinton Up above the foul line, Anderson, three-pointer, comes off the rim. Emily Boyd right underneath, puts a shot up, doesn't get a connect, and she is fouled, though. 2 shots for Emily Boyd coming up here, as that will be the, let's see here, team foul number 7 against Lake Stevens. That is on Marissa Walton, her first, and Emily Boyd goes to the line for the first time. Misses the first foul shot. At this point, Jackson is 8 for 10 from the foul line. Next one is good. 9 for 12.
14-point lead for Jackson, 2 minutes to go. If you're Lake Stevens and you can figure out a way to cut it to single digits mentally, that's a big hurdle.
Lake Stevens comes out of backcourt with the basketball. Over on the right side, getting the ball is Reichert. Now back up top, Callie Long, who's had a very strong first half, finds Fifield. 2 minutes to go in the second quarter.
An interesting thing to note here on Lake Stevens offensively, you can tell the players that have had experience when they catch the ball. They get in the triple threat position. They know what they're doing. Players that haven't had much experience when they catch the ball, you can see they're a little timid with this Jackson ball pressure. So when you have a mix of youth and experience, you can really tell the difference. And it looks like Jackson's really exploiting those freshmen and sophomores when they catch the ball, because you can tell their body language, they're scared of this pressure.
Emily Kipp called for the foul, her first 4th team foul, and an interception on the inbound. Yet another turnover. I have 10 for Lake Stevens and only 5 for Jackson. Kelli Kingma with the ball to Clinton. Clinton between the circles. Backs up a little bit now. Bounce pass over on the left side. Finds Kipp to Sierra Anderson. Loses the dribble, and it's going to go out of bounds. Good defense on her by Fifield. Checking back in for Jackson, Faithaleen, Lopez-Flores, and Anna Johnson replacing Sierra Anderson and Emily Kipp. We've also still got Kingma out there. Emily Boyd is there. And Imari Clinton. Here's Lake Stevens with the basketball, down 32-18. They've trailed by as much as 15 points in this game at 29-14. Into front court, Callie Long, triple team. Nice pumper. Misses on the shot, though, and the rebound by Anna Johnson. Comes out of back court. Tall girl with a high dribble to Kingma. 3-ball off the rim. Had a good look. I had the exact same look from this angle, but there is Faithaleen Lopez-Flores to get the rebound. Now she backs it out some. Now passes left side on to Johnson. Johnson looking around, thinking Kingma. Now goes inside Clinton. Clinton, a little one-on-one move that time. Misses on the shot. Walton with some good defense. Gets the rebound. Triple team. Pass over on the left side to Reichert. Reichert comes up the left side now. It's Callie Long. Just inside the arc. Left side jumper. No. Ball knocked around, and it is going to be controlled by Lake Stevens. Callie Long. Boyd on her. Turnaround jumper. Oh, just rims out. It would have counted. Had it counted, it would have been 2 points and a shot. But instead, it'll be 2 foul shots for Callie Long as she is fouled in the process of shooting that shot. Imari Clinton with the foul, her second 5th team foul.
And with 35 on the game clock, 30 on the shot clock, they will get the ball back for another possession. So knock these 2 down, not get a stop and a score here, and you're back to a 10-point game at halftime.
Callie Long at the foul line makes the first foul shot. Long's first trip to the foul line. In fact, for Lake Stevens, this is their first trip to the foul line with 35 seconds to go in the first half. So Long trying to make it 2 for 2 and get her point total into double figures. She'd rather get a victory out of here tonight than anything. Second one is good. 32-20, 33 seconds left in the first half. Faithaleen Lopez-Flores to Clinton, to Kingma. Kingma outside the arc up high. Anna Johnson pops out. Now coming in is Lopez-Flores. Nearly travels. Pull-up jumper inside the line. It is good. Just inside the foul line. 34-20, Nate, and 17 seconds left in the second quarter.
And that was a well-executed and much-needed shot to stem a little bit of momentum here for Lake Stevens, and which is near to a must-score possession here right before half, down 14.
Fifield pull-up jumper bounces out of there. Kingma tries to get the rebound, but it just was off her finger. That was a tough one to get. It will be Lake Stevens' ball with 1.5 on the clock and a 34-20 lead for Jackson. Ivy Jacobsen is going to check back in for the Vikings, and coming out of the game will be Kristen Glick, the freshman, as Ivy's going to inbound left baseline, trailing by 14 points.
No one guarding the inbounder. If you do a double screen, you can sneak her in for a layup, but they opt for the 3.
Yeah, they do, and it would have counted. Callie Long just a little bit short on that one, going for the 3-ball. And at halftime, Jackson leads Lake Stevens by a score of 34-20. Nate and I will return to talk about the first half. We'll also have statistics from the first half here on Fox Sports 1380. Again, our score at the half, Jackson 34, Lake Stevens 20. You are listening to Snohomish County Western Conference basketball on Fox Sports 1380. Okay, good. I just need to get my stat board from her from the first half. Just for the first half. Come get it at the start of the second half, okay? Do you know her? Hey, do you know her name? Mention it on. McKenna. Cool. Did you do it? She didn't do it last time, yeah. All right, Nate, we'll just go over some things here.
Yeah.
Todd.
Yeah. Oh, no. I got your logo up there.
What I'm doing is, is that, I can't hear you.
Has your logo on the screen.
And again, a special hi to our viewers and listeners on STSPN throughout the area. Holly West could be viewing us down in Covington. That could very well be the case. Brooke Kawakoa is over in Boise. Debbie Larson is in Seattle. We got all the bases covered here, Nate.
Coast to coast.
Excellent. That's right. We may have people out on the East Coast, too. Thanks for being with us. Brandon, how much? Okay.